So in the last video I said that we could take this information that you see and use a Python program to read this information. We can also save this information, and sometimes the type of information that we get back we can't read directly with Python, or wouldn't want to. Maybe we want to put it into a database, and so we would actually save this information, but it's just a straightforward text file. So I'm going to show you how to save that. If you right click on the page, there we go, and choose save as. We are in the API Python, we're in the correct folder. I'm just going to call this jason.txt, and I'm going to click save. We've got one or two files that we don't need. That's sort of generated by background applications. I wouldn't worry too much about them. You can delete them whenever you want to, but this one, jason.txt, we want to keep at the moment, so I'm going to save that. There we go. And what I'm going to do in Notepad++, I'm going to open that file. So if I go to open, now we go, there's the file that I have just saved, text document. If I click on open, there we go, we now have that file as a text file. We can play around with it. Again, we're not going to do that. We're not going to load this text file into Python and play around with it. As I said, certain files, comma separated variable CSV files, maybe we want to save them and put that into a database. But saving is quite a useful thing, particularly if you're dealing with XML files, because what will happen with XML files, because they are in tags, rather like, let me go back to here, an XML file will have tags with data in, and because they're in that sort of format, they actually format on the home page as well. So it's difficult to actually download and play with XML data, and the easiest way to do it is just when you're in your web page, just right click and choose save as and give it a name, and then we have the actual data to play with. That's a little bit sidetracking and a bit too much for the future, but useful information. I know that a lot of people have sort of struggled in trying to save files that were XML files and needed them for data but couldn't download them. Anyway, let's move on.